proud of your demonstration at the open house tomorrow.
Yeah, just like I'm proud of Trav here. Did he tell you about our demonstration? We built a crystal radio set.
Yes, sir. It's great. Hey, I'll take you down in the shop and I'll show you.
Oh, my bolognese is done. I'm taking pasta. What dish is your family bringing?
Oh, Mr. Rizzo's bringing a chocolate cake.
Oh, how nice. Black Forest? Mousse?
All round, I guess. Oh, come on.
Ernie, why don't you stay for dinner? You can get a sneak preview of the big dish.
Thanks, Mrs. Hutton, but I have to get home. There's some things I have to do tonight.
Ernie, you there? Listen, I hope you got a great meal over at Travis's house. But just in case you didn't, there's some frozen lasagna. It's not bad, actually. Just slam it in the microwave for 10 minutes. Miss Blake hasn't called me back yet about the open house, but don't worry, she'll come through. Okay, champ, get some sleep.
Why did you put me with Mr. Rizzo? He has no time. Why couldn't he be more like Travis's dad?
Someday you may question my choice. When you do, remember that the strongest wood comes from a tree which has learned to face the strongest wind.
Well, what does that have to do with people, Salpa-san?
Look at the forest. A tree that grows in total shelter will never reach the light. Trees and people must be tested to grow and survive.
Dear Miss Harper, I'm really sorry I can't come to the open house. I have to work real late. But here's the chocolate cake I made, just like I said I would. Mr. Rizzo.
Ernie up. Oh. Look, Patricia, I'm in a very unusual situation here. You're looking at a man in desperate need.
In need of what?
What I need is, you.
I think maybe I better go now. When the fever breaks, give me a call.
Oh, no, it's not about that. Sit down. It's about a cake. This is open house, and I promised to bake a cake. I didn't promise to bake the cake. Ernie promised to bake the cake. I don't know how to bake a cake. So a friend of mine gave me a cake, and I brought it home, and Ernie had already baked the cake, but his wasn't any good, so I threw mine away.
You know, I'm gonna have to start writing some of this down.
Well, I can't go to the open house either, because I promised Captain Blanks that I'd do this special duty because Wheeler's up in the woods someplace in a camper.
Well, can't you get out of the duty?
No, because it's too important. See, it's another star on my badge, which is a step closer to the senior sergeant's exam, which is a 9-to-5 job, which is more time with Ernie.
Well, that's the first thing you said I've understood.
So, good. Then you'll come into the kitchen and bake this cake, huh?
This is not about a cake or about your sergeant's exam. You're afraid of that open house, aren't you?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Hey, you had 2 weeks to shift your schedule around. I think subconsciously you wanted this to happen.
Listen, I am in very close contact with my subconscious, and that ain't it.
You're worried you won't fit in with all those fathers and mothers of normal kids because you're barely a father and Ernie's, well, he's hardly a normal kid. You once told me that you went down into a storm drain where you knew that there were 4 wigged-out gang members with automatic rifles.
Yeah, well, maybe that open house would be easier if they had guns over there. You know what my worst nightmare is? Standing around an open house with a lot of doctors and lawyers in good suits. You're right, I don't fit in. Which is fine with me. I just don't want to embarrass Ernie.
Ernie's very proud of you.
Yeah, for what? Yesterday, I told him to sing for supper at his friend's house.
Hey, my agency wouldn't have placed Ernie here if we didn't think you were the right man for the job. Now, if you want me to, I'll just go right in there and bake a chocolate cake that'll melt hearts and minds.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's just another hard step up that long, lonely hill to fatherhood. If I ever get to the top, I'm gonna jump.
Captain, I'm here to talk to you about Mr. Rizzo. I know he's trying to get out of an important job so he can come to my open house.
Ernie, there's nothing I can do about it. We really tried, honest.
Oh, no, Captain. I don't want you to let Mr. Rizzo out of this job. He thinks it's the right thing to do, but his job is much more important than my night.
Well, thanks for understanding. My kid wouldn't.
Well, the reason I'm here is I think Mr. Rizzo might do something,
Dumb.
unwise.
Captain Blanks, you can fine me, suspend me, lift my badge, whatever. My kid's open house is more important than any crummy stakeout. Now, I promised Ernie I'm going, and I'm going. There's nothing you or anybody else can do about it. That ought to fly.
You see, Ernie, we have to, Yeah?
Captain Blanks, you can fine me, suspend me, lift my badge, whatever. My kid's open house is more important than any crummy stakeout.
Here. I think you guys ought to get together on this.